find dy over dx, derivative of y with respect to x, by implicit differentiation, because x and y are together and we don't want to isolate y, so implicit. So we have x square minus 3y square equals 2xy. So let me denote dy over dx by y prime, shorthand notation, just y prime. Now let's take the derivatives of both sides with respect to x. So let me set this up. It's not needed to show d over dx of x square minus 3y square equals d over dx. That's the derivative with respect to x of 2xy. Now we have two terms. So derivative of x square, that's 2x, minus derivative of 3y square with respect to x. Look, this is y, we are doing with respect to x, so we get chain rule, so we need to multiply by y prime, which is dy over dx. So as usual, like 3x square is 6x, but in this case 6y times dy over dx. That's coming from the chain rule, and I'm going to write y prime. Okay, similarly we have in the right hand side derivative of 2xy. It's a product of 3, but 2 is just a constant. You can pull outside, or let's say 2x is one factor together and y is another. So we have now u times v. So we know that when we have u times v and we find the derivative from product rule, we get derivative of first factor times second plus v prime u. Derivative of second factor times first. So I'm saying 2x is u and y is v. Use this formula. Derivative of 2x is 2 times second factor plus derivative of second factor, derivative of y. That is what we are trying to find here. Derivative of y. So just y prime or dy over dx, same thing, times leave the first factor, which is 2x alone. Now calculus is over. All we have to do is isolate y prime. Look at here, y prime is here and y prime is here, so we need to collect these two terms together in one side. So this is negative, so let's add 6y y prime both sides. Okay, this is negative, so when we move, that means we have to add, so this plus makes sense. In the same way, move 2y to the left side, that means subtract 2y from both sides. Then we have now 2x minus 2y equals now y prime 2x plus 6y y prime. The reason we kept the terms containing y prime in one side, because then we can factor y prime out, because our goal is to isolate y prime. Y prime factor out from these two terms, so that leaves 2x there plus 6y. Now finally, to isolate y prime, we divide by this factor both sides, divide by 2x plus 6y. Okay, divide by that, that means y prime equals this. So thus y prime, which is dy over dx, is 2x minus 2y over 2x plus 6y. I do not cancel anything, but we can factor 2 out on the top, same thing on the bottom, 2 factor 2 out, and we can cancel 2 and 2, but that's not needed, so we may leave here. Okay, now next question is find an equation of tangent line, and we know that equation of tangent line, or any line, that's y equals mx plus b, or we can use y minus y1, or we can use y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. In each case we need slope m, slope of the tangent line, which is the derivative, and we need a point x1 y1 to find b, or in this case just to plug in here, and the point is given here, 1 and negative 1. This is like x1 y1. You can think xy point, but if you want to use the second formula, then use this. So we need to find the slope, and this is the same curve as above, and we have found the slope of tangent line here. This is the derivative, means slope of tangent line at any point xy, the generic point xy, but we want at this particular point 1, -1. So we replace x by 1 and y by -1 here to determine the slope. Okay, so slope m is, just plug in 1, negative 1 there, so 2 times 1 minus 2 times negative 1 over 2 times 1 plus 6 times y is negative 1. That's 2, a negative and minus plus, so this is 2, 2 plus 2, 4. This is negative 6, 2 minus 6, negative 4. 4 over 4 is negative 1. So the slope is negative 1. Now you can use one of these two formulas. Okay, let's use the second for now. Then y minus y1, that's the point x1, y1. Y minus y1 is equal to slope, which is negative 1 times x minus x1, which is 1. Let's simplify. This is y negative minus plus 1 equals, we need to distribute negative 1, so negative x, negative 1, negative positive 1, and finally we need to isolate y, so subtract 1 from both sides, cancel, oh this also cancel, so the final answer is then y equals negative x. By the way, if we compare this with y equals mx plus b, m is negative 1 slope plus b is 0, there is no y-intercept. That means this straight line, this equation of tangent line passes through the origin.